Good morning, my little modifications. Tragically, I let my Bluetooth PlayStation controller run flat. So it's getting some juice in it. So I will just use the old fucking 8-bit Do SN30, which I don't hate as a controller. Like, it's a good controller. But it does bother me that they stopped making, like, just, you know, decent retro ones. Like, 'cause if you want, like, the SNES30, which I also have, without the thumbsticks, it's kind of a hassle to get. And, like, you know, maybe I want something that actually is the old version, or at least can, you know, pass muster and doesn't just have 2 extra thumbsticks attached. But as a general Windows controller, one can't argue. Boop. Alrighty. Little bullets. This feels like one of those things that just doesn't quite... Okay. I definitely added it. It's gonna be in something Japanese or some shit. There'll be some Japanese word at the start. It'll be something and then little bullets, and I have no idea what the fuck that is. Tiny bullets, that's it. God damn it, little bullets was what I've been calling it all day for fun. There it is. Dumbass. Linda cubed again. It's a weird little RPG. It's kind of not really my thing. It's veering more over into the Pokemon territory and roguelike-ish, sort of. Like, you basically gotta save animals. And so it's this whole, like, you know, I don't particularly care for that. Like, if it were just kind of like an RPG with a story, I'd probably enjoy it, but... I just don't give a rat's ass about making animals fight. You know, I played Red. That's enough. Love that sound. The orchestra tuning up wasn't bad, but there's nothing beats that. In terms of, like, Sony startup noises. Yeah, like, apparently, like, you know, if you're into that kind of gameplay stuff, it's apparently good. I don't know, translating it was a big deal, I know that. Like, there is a lot of dialogue in it and shit. Like, it's definitely an interesting title and something I'll probably engage with more if the core gameplay was, you know, more in my direction, but, yeah. It's like the Saturn, like, so many of the best Saturn RPGs are all tacticals. It's like, I don't like those. Okie dokie. Oh, that'll help. That is okay. So we got look, aim, strafe, turn, crouch, walk, jump, action. That's nice title screen music. You know, that's the kind of, like, guitar you'd hear at a cafe and wouldn't be annoyed about it.
じゃあ気をつけていっといで。うん、わかった。気をつけてね。呪い山の方には行くんじゃないよ。
平気だよ。怖くなんかないもん。
ダメ。あそこは悪魔が住んでいて。わかったわかった。じゃあ行ってくるね。呪い山の方には行っちゃダメだよ。
That reminds me, there's a place in Australia called Mount Buggery. Yeah, like, I'm not sure if that flickering is It's not something I've ever encountered with the emulation. Otherwise... Alright, someone jammed Sonic the Hedgehog into Mega Man. Mount Curse. You aren't going to Mount Curse, are you, you stupid little shit? Huh? Now look what you've done. You horrible death grove. It really is someone like fucking Sonic the Hedgehog to Mega Man. Sonic the Mega Hog. Alright. We got some fan art. It seems surprisingly low res. I usually like buffing the resolution a little bit. I think it's one of the things that you can generally do without, you know, fucking with the, what the... Alright. Let's stay away from that. That's just good old-fashioned Australian rules. There's not going anywhere near anything that looks like that. Alright, you know, so far so good. Alright, I don't think I'm hitting whatever that is. Okay, I gotta actually... There we go. Go, Mega Hog. Where am I supposed to go? Okay, so I've gone down, probably over that way. Okay. Hole. Okay, so there's a cave. Oh wait, is that it? Aha. Safety. Safety in the bottom of this earthquake pit, which is... What the fuck? Get out of it! The controls are old, but they're definitely, like, not awful. Like, it's tank controls, but in a way that doesn't feel like absolute screaming shit somehow. Like, the opposite of Mega Man. Like, if Mega Man controlled like this, it would probably be slightly more tolerable. Okay, so that's where it okay. Okay, so I'm guessing I probably want to get up there. Okay, so that... Come here, little guy. I wonder if if I can just, like, put stuff down. Aha! Okay, yeah, that's right. Circle is go. Alright. Okay, so antidotes keep coming back. Aha! Well, that's interesting. Okay, so it looks like there's another box over... There we go, look at that. Like, I don't know, I think the tank controls work fine. Like, I'm not having any issue with them. Like, obviously, you know, ideally you'd have, like, fancy thumbstickery and whatnot, but, like, look, you know. So, olden days. I mean, the thing is, there's like a fucking, you know, there's another, because I rolled under one door, and I thought that was, there's another door I can roll under, so I love that you can just keep going. That's very funny to me. Alright, so this is where I came in. That's good. So I can hear that stupid, like, fucking scorpion just toddling around. And that means this is something else. So I'm curious as to what's here. Ah. I'm guessing that's for, like, those items? Yeah, like, the dual stick standard is... again, like, man, you used to just fucking... Yeah, like, my brain's just kind of, like, you know... The duals... the tank controls are just in there, you know? They live there. It's still a little corner for them. Like, a lot of the time, like, I prefer them in games that, like, kind of do a little bit of both, you know? Aha! Accomplishments! Bottle! Life water! Okay, so that's the way out. Ouch! Hey, there's fall damage. Good to know. I'll get the gold one. I mean, look, so far so good. I'm enjoying myself, the puzzles are there, the controls work, like, I had no difficulty, like, again, tank controls run a fucking gamut, man. Like, I had no difficulty avoiding the Unga Bunga dude and his fucking hammer and then killing him with a slingshot. And that's can't ask for more than that, really. Bottle kids! I wonder if I can just... No, alright. I do have to throw to get that. Oh, piss, fuck, shit. Yeah, sure, that's stable. Huzzah! Go, Mega Hog. Let's have a little looky-loo. Okay, I think I'm, like, just grabbing that rim, and then that's, like, I'm fucking... Right. Aha! In the year 2000! Shit! I thought I might have to put push, like, jump. God damn it. Oopsie doodle. Oh, piss fingers! Well, changing it back to fucking... I didn't even really need 3 fucking blocks to get up there in the first place. Oh well. Like, there's always gonna be a thing in games like this of, like, learning where the fucking flick, like... Oh, like, Alright, so I gotta, like, I have to lead the flick by a lot. Yeah, I've got save states, I just, like, you know... I consider using those, like, a thing I'll do if... You know, like, I'm not... Yeah, I grew up in the olden days, man. Like, I got to the end of Alex Kidd in Miracle World in, like, fucking, you know, 1989. The hard way. And then wasn't able to solve the fucking puzzle because they just didn't give you enough information in the fucking game, you know? The idea that I'm gonna fucking struggle with this shit these days is just not, like... Do I have to... I'm pretty sure I have to hold circle to stay, you know, on there. Which... Let's see. Yeah, alright, so... Alright, maybe I gotta, like, do a little... Okay, I should have been holding. That could be a little, like, I don't think there's a reason for the pickup to be so precise. That's one thing I do find about a lot of old games, is there's just, like, they'll be real narky about, like, where you have to be looking at, and it's like, can I not just, it's right there, you know? Now there was a fucking button to change. There we go. Yeah. Aha. Pull it. I thought maybe there'd be something in there. Foes, you say? Suck shit, dickhead. Give me your fucking soul. Does a spring... Is a spring gem count? I don't think it does. Like, one of the earlier Turoks, I'm pretty sure it might have been in 1, but it was definitely in 2, had, like, basically modern controls. I mean, shit, I remember, like, just... Like, to be fair, mouse look in, like, Duke Nukem 3D just really doesn't work. Like, it's... Because, you know... the graphics make doing that just like fucking gnarly. Yeah, I'm kind of curious as to why all my items are like fucking locked up, you know? Alright. So the other one, I think these are like perpetual unlocks, hopefully. Alright. And bottle. Bottle's got some shit in it. What do we got there? I'm holding nothing. Ass. Delicious juice. Life juice. Okay. I don't think that cliff was too high. I think you're underselling yourself there, fucking mega hog. There needs to be a slightly bigger visual fucking clue that, like, you've grabbed something. That is one thing I feel about that, because, like, you've just grabbed it, but you don't know that. Get some extra clipping there. I want to see if I can fix that. Okay, that's a little better. Yeah, you see, you're just kind of grabbing it. It's like, what's fucking pottering about? Okay. Some dudes. Fuck off. I think it's not like fucking doing way less damage than my last shit. Alright. Yeah, this is like lots of bits of stuff, which I'm not opposed to, you know? I mean, that looks like it does something. Good thing I have a key. I suppose I use it here? Ooh. So is this me escaping Mount Curse or going deeper into it in spite of, like, you know, the really sound advice from someone who appears to care about me? Alright. Scooch that out the way a little bit. You know, credit where it's due. The fucking, like, the camera that tries to keep track, the map camera, not the behind camera, isn't bad. Go, Mega Hog. You should listen to your fucking elders is what you should do, you stupid little shit. Fucking borrowing your way into this nonsense. What the fuck? Well, those can get rooted. That bat was keeping a diary. Pick it up. Stupid little shit. I was not wrong. What's going on this side? I wonder if I can circle. Can I invert some shit? Probably not. Piss. Give me your delicious items. I don't know if I can get through this at all. Alright, oh. It is well and truly sealed. Oh no! Okay. Shut up. Mold. Funguses. What is that? Okay. What was that? Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, this is the problem, like, Delicious in Dungeon has fucked you all up. Ooh, I don't know if I could beat that with a piss baby slingshot, you know? Still. Oh! Wait, wait, wait. Ouch! I said something about a chest earlier, but I couldn't see a big red spot on its chest. I don't know, let's explore somewhere not with a giant fucking golem that is okay with, like, just punching a child in the face. Oh, I love that shit. Like, the fucking pseudo-science shit is important to it. It makes for a richer fucking story world that you can tell actual fucking stories in. I bet I could sit that on that thing, you know? Cock shit, fuck ass, whatever. Let's go kill a scorpion. Or maybe not. Because again, when you need part of the way to distract an audience from the existence of a writer is strong internal logic. Where you get the fun from. Ah, piss. Aha. See, being able to hold, like, wall grab if you fall off something is a good. Okay, am I not allowed up there? Oh, I'm allowed up there. I mean, this is pretty good for, like, you know, letting you sort of climb your dumb ass up to things where you don't really need to go. You have 5 minutes to use your cube. Okay, that's interesting. I can kind of fucking... There's definitely no red, creamy center to that thing. Maybe eyeballs if I can get it to turn around. I don't think the fucking, you know... Okay. What do you do? Uh-oh. Maybe I just kind of got to avoid it. Shit. Fuck. Because if you don't have strong internal logic, everything becomes the whims of the author. And, you know, people will notice that. It's what gets people thinking about, like, the meta of the, you know, the world as opposed to the world itself. Is it about my gelatinous cube? I'm curious as to what its activation point is. Uh-oh. Ah, butterscotch. No, not that. To hit that stupid fucking gong again. Ah! Gong! Go away. Stop doing your fucking spinning lariats. Huh. Bombs! So I wonder how... Okay, so I've got 10 of them. Infinite stones. I'm guessing I throw bombs, like from overhead. Alright. I feel like there's got to be a better way of doing that, but like... Come here a minute. That... Look, just fucking... Nah. Oi, 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 oi! Oi, you come here, you shithead. You're not very good at this fucking guarding shit job, are you? Ha! Give me your soul. Oi! Oi! Fight me! Fight me! Alright, I want that. Shouldn't be too hard. Tiles! Ow. me some of that good shit. Yeah, we'll leave that there for a bit. That's fun, though. Like, so far, so good. The water of life. Actually, I will take this moment to go pee. Like, that genuinely, you know, I'd have been doing that even if I was just playing by myself. That was engaging. So I'm like, alright. I like it when I can think a thing, you know, was just like, alright, it makes sense to do this, and it does, and it makes sense and it works. You know? I don't like having you know, it gets back to that internal logic thing. If I don't want to play, you know, a game where I'm having to go fucking, alright, what bizarro fucking idea is the game operating on? There's a big stone guy that my fucking slingshot bullets don't work on in a room. I get fucking bombs in a room, I throw a bomb at the stone guy's head. Stone guy issue solved. Basic stuff. Alright, I'll be back after I pee, and we'll play some tiny final fight. I said, Seinfeld the show is funny. Seinfeld the person, no. Just the blandest shit. Actually, first, you know what we'll do? We'll go back down to the NES and have a little look at the actual NES final fight, which I remember seeing pictures of in a magazine way back in the day, and thinking, God, that's really cool. And then, you know, never getting to play it until many years later. Is it my final fight on the NES as well? It's just final fight. Yeah, there it is. What if we were teensy? Curb Your Enthusiasm I do like. I remember watching the first series way back in the day. It's about the most I've watched of it. I think that the problem I have with it is that sort of social awkwardness humor, like, hurts. You know, it's a little bit... I find a lot of, oh god, what's it called? Faulty Towers tough to rewatch. Just watching them dig holes deeper and deeper is just hard. Couple days later. Like, again, it does just depend. Like, there isn't, like everything else, there's an artistry to it, but like... Haga. Look at him go. Oh yeah, this is really cool. Look at this. It's like Final Fight, but mini! Stop fucking poking me, you dipshit. Right in the brain. Come here. Stop trying to run. Stop trying to run from your destiny. Come here. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Quick. And so that's Mighty Final Fight for the NES. And it got a fun little remake for Open Beats of Rage, which is kind of like the Mugen for scrolling brawlers. There's a move list. Okay, running clothesline, alright, power splash, okay. Hyper slam. Alright, I'm gonna play the exciting game of like... There we go. Figured out how to do that. Tiny pile driver! Alright, what control is like fucking filtering through it? Look at that! Okay. Hat. It shouldn't be hat right. Oh, but there we go. Alright. Start can be start. List, select. Oh, that's good. It's got an in-game move list. That's nice. Okay. Attack. Jump. Mighty attack! Special. Combo. There you go. Super Eagle. I don't generally use a lot of those things, like the Super Eagle and shit, just because they tend to muddy the look of the game. Main screen is froze. Okay, that's weird. Okay, how's it doing? Looks, is it okay now? Okay, I think I can't full screen it in game for some reason. Alright, yeah, it looks like it's... Alright, that's working. Alright, look, well, whatever. Okay, there we go. I can give them... I got other grapple moves, which is already something I like. Why is that guy called Bread? So the pile driver in this one works a little differently, where like you hold up and just push attack and you get pile driver. I think I've got like a... Whee! I think rumble for some reason just makes my controller rumble constantly, and I'm not sure why. You can't block a pile driver surge, you idiot. Iron? Controller's just rumbling constantly. Won't stop. I push that combo button or whatever and it just does that. I'm not sure. Like, I find that with a few of these, like, OpenBORs, is there'll just be some weird, like, button, and, like, sometimes it's like, alright, you do your, like, your back attack or whatever, but, like, you know, that's kind of it, and it's like, alright. The Vernogonizer. Hey, it's Cheech. My name's Elgato. Ouch! You fuck knuckle. Stab! Stab! Knife mare. Movie? I mean, one thing that does work in this game's favor is, like, you know, being able to have a lot of sprites on screen without, like, flickering. Is that the mayor over there, like, just beating the shit out of dudes? Alright, up, down, forward is hyper slam. Okay. Change. Cammy over there watching me. Ouch! Ah! Pipe! Hell yeah. Stop it. G or Reber is one of those fucking names that's just in my head. Same as like Galcia, which I have read is supposed to be Garcia. Like a lot of these names were like meant to be other things. Like apparently, because I was really curious as to why Geese Howard's called Geese Howard, because that's just insane. And the nearest I could figure is it was supposed to be Keith. And I'm kind of on the fence about that. Like on the one hand, Geese is like just in my brain now and has been there for like decades. So I can't imagine that changing. But like, I don't know. Maybe we'd just be saying, you know, in some other alternate universe, there's just like, oh, can you believe they were going to call him like Geese? And it's like, it sounds wacky. Pipe. I'm surprised it is letting me have pipe like this, you know, like. Alright, so I gotta like, my super move is like I gotta be in front of somebody. Otherwise they'll just kind of drop out of it. Yeah, I think the rumble is signals inverted. Because like, it stops rumbling when I do a pile driver and it's just rumbling as I walk around. Axel's blocking. Oriba. So Oriba might be Ariba, you know, like that's what I'm thinking, maybe. Stop it. See, alternate pathways, easiest way to like help like brawlers have a bit more like, you know, long-term value. What the Sodom! Who in canon is literally a white guy obsessed with Japan. They have to fix that, because that's just dropping constantly, and that's irritating. Fuck you! What the fuck was that? An organizer. Fuck you. Fucking eyeballs when he's laying on the ground. Like, his whole story in Alpha is he's trying to, like, become even more weeby. Now I have to get on the train. I think I started that fight. That one's on me. Motherfucker. Give me that. Fuck you. I can't pick that up. Oh. Knife mare! Can't block knife, you dick biscuit. Stop loitering. Oh, my knife! I can't wait to see tiny Andore. Ouch! Chucking knives. Is that Oriba? Oh, I'm doing something wrong. Fucking pick up a fucking knife or what? Like, no, that is finicky. Stab, stab! Ah, there he is! Fucking look at him. Beverage. Oh, an egg in a barrel on a train. That's worse than chicken, man. Like... Alright, so that's... Yeah. If I push, like, mighty attack, that's my mighty attack. Which I... Those 4 X are gonna add up, man. Like, that's not good. Like, a barrel apple, I'd still trust more than a barrel. Like, an egg, man. Like, those are just porous. Like, stuff's gonna be in that. There's gonna be eggs within eggs. You motherfucker. Look, come here, Andorra. I'm gonna fucking hit you with my goddamn shit. Ow! Fuck you. The wussy whirlwind! I think that guy actually is just in the background. Alright, what are some of my other specials? Alright, got power splash thing. I think it's meant to be jump. Yep, there we go. More of a leg drop than a splash. The cheeks. Probably like some kind of weird post-war, you know, Japanese reconstruction thing, like, you know, transistors and whatnot. America just agreed to buy like loads of, you know, Japanese swords. You know, keep them from having them. Cute. Reebok in here. Ha-ha! Got him! Eat shit. Oh, motherfucker. It is the unten. Look at her. I mean, Poison was legit based off of just a girl from, like, the Gorgeous Ladies of Wrestling. You can, like, basically see the picture online and go, oh, yeah, like, there she is. How dare you? Suplex. I feel like I should get more health for an XXL energy drink, you know? Life. I figure it's not like, you know, repeats or like palette swaps of these characters, like they're just eventually getting back up and coming after me again, you know. Damn your slidiness. You're not looking healthy, Doug. That's incredibly grim kind of bit of coloring you got to yourself there. Bugger! Has there been a boss yet? Alright. Oh, look. Cody, his fighting style of knife and brick. Alright, so he can like maracas his way out of like a grapple combo. Eat shit. An entire room. I don't think it's good to like, I don't know, pick a fight with an entire room full of Andores. Haha, I'll drive through the sign. Here I go piping again. Yeah, there's karate, the way of the empty fist, and then there's knife brick, the way of fucking knives and bricks. He pile drived me! That should be illegal. As mayor, I'm gonna make pile driving the mayor illegal. Captain Mummy! Mummy Commando. Like, the fact that everyone's a commando and Captain Commando is just such a weird little detail. Mummy Commando. Ninja Commando. Baby Commando! Yeah, they're called bread for some reason. Teichmann is not a name I remember. Oh, look at him walking out of the fucking alley like that. That's some graphics. Gotta know what a crumpet is to play cricket. You know what? I'm just done with that guy. A cinematic Knight Rider release? One may wish. Oh, you son of a bitch. Y'all want anything from McZeezy? Stop it. Come here. Come here! Oh, thank you, Jesus. Of course, Fat Jack had a burger on him. 1-1! I like how the fat guys have to take a second after running. It's like, give me that. That was a lot. Not a cardio build, okay? Well, no, I don't know, it was like 1-1's friend's burger. Yeah, you hear that? That's the controller just going. I swear it's doing it to the tune of the game. Fat Jack. Max is solid. I mean, finding a DVD for $5 is a nice little get. I mean, you need a DVD player, which I don't know. People may have. I don't think I have any. I think the closest thing I've got to anything that absorbs physical media is just a USB port at this stage. Yeah, the katanas are everywhere because the weebs were importing them. Because it really is that. That's fun though. It has like a bunch of unlockables. Like the money does stuff, you know, like you can unlock characters and shit like that, which is kind of cool. It's OpenBOR, so you can just, you know, if you look up Mighty Final Fight OpenBOR, relatively easily. Yes, New York in the late 70s and early 80s, it was just like, just ninjas. Couldn't. Subway, ninjas. Honestly, yeah, I'm not even sure if there is a 90s beat 'em up that doesn't have some fucking ninja in it somewhere. Like, 'cause there are a lot. But like, the ninja was like omnipresent. I think there are at least 4 American Ninja movies. I've seen all of those. There's probably more actually. You know what? I'm gonna look it up. 'Cause I bet there's like at least 6 now. I've watched all of them. And I enjoy myself. Yeah, Michael Dudikoff. Approval rating of 0. Oh, come on. I know there's more than one. Like, American Ninja 2, The Confrontation, American Ninja 3, Blood Hunt, American Ninja 4, Annihilation, American Ninja 5, I think it stopped there. I don't think I've seen American Ninja 5. Oh god, Pat Morita's in it. Someone called Clement von Frankenstein played a character called Glock. Alright, look, that's too much for me right now. That's too much on my brain. I'm looking into American Ninja lore, and it, like, disrupts me. And the Streets of Rage had him, I remember him. Like... I mean, especially if you add, like, ninja likes, like... I mean, do they have to look like a ninja, or do they have to have, like, ninja-style abilities? You know? I didn't even know there was a Jarhead too. Is Jarhead the one I'm thinking of, where they're in the military in, like, fucking East Germany or something, and with nothing to do, and they're making heroin? I mean, I don't know what a sequel to that's gonna be like, but... I'm sure one of the American Ninja movies had a guy at the end, like, you know, it was kind of like a Super Shredder situation. Like, I don't think he was mutated or anything, but he had, like, gloves that shot electricity and shit. Rented those on VHS. What the fuck am I thinking of then? Buffalo Soldiers. All right. Yeah, that's it. Oh, one's Jarhead. Jarhead movies in order? Okay. I have only the vaguest of recollections of that. The film spawned a direct-to-video series of 3 subsequent films, none of which are related to the original. Fascinating. Who's even in these? Oh, God. I love when, like, the fucking star is, like, just, like, you know, who the fuck is Cole Hauser? Nobody knows. Yeah, like, I vaguely... Oh, God. Jarhead 3, this... Oh, it's got Scott Adkins in it. Yeah, like, what's the point? Like, what are you hoping to fucking... Oh, Jesus, Jarhead Lore of Return is about, like, Israel. Oh, it's got Devon Sawa in it. I feel like he deserves better than that. You know, like, I get the idea. I get, like, you know, The Marine, and then, you know, the WWE movie, and then, like, the stupid sequels and shit. But, like, my recollection of Jarhead was it was kind of, like, more in the sort of meditation on war and not the fucking, you know, masturbatory fucking thing. And then to like what? What's the value of that? Stephen Lang's another one of those guys that like probably deserves better than a lot of what he's in. I suppose, yeah, I do forget there are just people out there who'll just, like, see shit in a store, and like, a movie in a store, and just buy it. Which is a deranged way to live to me. You know, like, I don't... Like, that's like one of those things where I think you'd lose at peekaboo. Like, I don't think you have... I think you're missing some important part of brain that, like, defines what it is to be human. If you could just be in like a, you know, especially like a petrol station, just be like, I need a movie. I'll fucking get that on DVD. Jarhead 3, alright. Steven Seagal. Like, imagine going to, like, you know, being in, like, a Walmart or whatever, you know, just seeing, like, Fight Club 2, Knuckle Dance, starring Steven Seagal. I'm like, huh. Probably a step down. I want to try and get a Steven Seagal movie made where all of his footage is shot with him floating in a tank that we then superimpose into the actual action sequences. You know, because I want to, like, we can make it look like you're actually walking again, but, like, you know, it's just clear he's just floating. Oh, you know, Steven Seagal's little, like... I'd say Steven Seagal isn't even on the level of, like, fucking Chuck Norris, and that's not a very good level either. Although I have watched so much Walker, Texas Ranger, but that's because it was on at midnight in, like, the early 2000s, and that's, like, if you're smoking weed and up, Walker, Texas Ranger is a great time. Because it is insane. Like, it was an insane fucking show. I think the nice thing about Fight Club is it was just too weird by itself, you know? I mean, that doesn't stop a lot of fucking chuds from, like, entirely missing the point, but I feel like it, like... I would love... That's another one of those ones where I'd like to tie someone to a chair and just get them to explain what they think the movie is to me. Just like, what do you think's happening in this? What do you think it's about? Yeah, Walker, Texas Ranger, man, it, like... I mean... Again, Norris's #1 cultural contribution to existence was the Walker, Texas Ranger lever. There's like it's an absurdly long compilation of, I think, all of them that Conan had. And, like, that's the thing. You'd be there smoking weed, watching Walker, Texas Ranger, and just something insane would happen. And you'd be like, huh? And then the show would just roll on. I've read all of Polonic up to... I can't remember. I think I've read like 5 or 6. I mean, honestly, it's one of those weird ones where, like... I mean, the Choke book is better than the movie, but the Fight Club movie is better than the book. Real impressive work of adaptation, Fight Club. Just understood the assignment, knew what you were doing, and knew how to translate literary stuff into, like, cinematic. stunning. Ending's better. I mean, like, Steven Seagal versus Gary Busey, that's Gary Busey. I mean, Gary Busey's old and looking rickety, but he's also batshit insane and will fly at Steven Seagal like a bunch of, like, feral possums taped together, and Steven Seagal will jiggle. Like, that's Busey in a fucking walk, man. Renegade. Yeah, I remember Renegade as well. So many of these, like, little shows that would only, you know, they'd... So, like, when Australia had to, you know, buy TV series from the States, Australian networks, you got to buy them in, like, blocks. You're not allowed to just have Full House, you know. If you got to buy Full House, you got to buy, like, a package, basically, that meant you got Full House and then, like, 4 failed fucking sitcoms or whatever. And that, you know, went for everything. So, like, Australia had all these, like, weird dump times of the day, you know, like usually midnight and weekdays and shit, where they just be like, alright, well, we've got this fucking show, so it may as well go on. And man, you'd wind up seeing so many, like, just little one-season shows that way. Which, to be honest, covered, you know, some genuinely good stuff. I watched all of Andy Richter Controls the Universe that way. Oh yeah, no, like Steven Seagal was probably pretty easy to take back in the day when you could actually do basic joint manipulation. I mean, these days he's just a tubby bitch. Like, it's why all of his movies are about him being like some kind of, like, that's one of the things that always bores me. Like, I don't want to watch a movie about a martial artist who's also a special forces guy and is just going to use guns a bunch. Like, I can see that anywhere. That's any fucking American action movie. You know, I want to see you do your fucking kicks and joint snaps and shit. That's the fun part. Watch Jean-Claude Van Damme hold a gun? I don't give a shit about that. The fuck am I doing there? Yeah, it'd be one of those weird Dark Souls monsters that just kind of flops at you. Like, kind of like fighting an elephant seal, but safer. Like, cause that's, you know, again, all of his movies now, it's like him with, like, fucking, you know, the tactical shit and the guns, so he doesn't have to, like, you know, move his arms and take a step at the same time. The Santa Fe Chronicles. Stupid fucking games. I have, like, there is this little itch in the back of my mind for, like, 2000s mum games, because there are a surprising amount of them. Like, there's a fucking, Desperate Housewives game. And it's like, it was for Windows, it came on discs and shit, like, I think they have, like, actual voice work from characters and shit in it, you know, which is kind of fucking nuts. It's like the fucking Law and Order games, you know? Like, I've watched lots of Law and Order. Again, because, like, it was on, you know? And it was just like there was a beginning, a middle, and an end. Yeah, like, there's a lot. Like, it's not, because it's not just that. There are a few that live in the mum game dimension. Yeah, Desperate Housewives, the game. I think it might have been, like, had some Sims elements to it. I've been playing for a week and it's so much fun. I feel like a wonderful mix of Sims 2 and Grand Theft Auto. What? Has anyone figured out how to unlock all the special recipes? I'm gonna have to dig into those. I'm curious. I want to play some of these fucking. These weird games that were made for people who don't play games, you know? Oh man, like I honestly don't think there's anything I really discovered due to the lack of anything being on that I'd call genuinely fucking terrific. But like I have had some interesting experiences. Like man, they had an orangutan in Passions, you know? And like I came back to it after I hadn't been watching it for a while. And like I think the actor who played Timmy by that stage had died. And they replaced him with an ape. And I just like, oh, okay, so there's like a new version of Tabitha. Even Tabitha was still there, but this lady was like, you know, more evil or something like that. And then it just like, there's a point where she just starts talking to someone and it cuts and it's a fucking orangutan. And I was unprepared for that development. You know, again, it's like, today, seeing weird things is very easy. And the nature of the internet being like this courtroom full of jesters and no king means why that weird thing exists has a fairly solid explanation, which you know, it does dilute it a bit. But like back then, weird shit took some fucking effort, man. Like, why would you do that? There's so many fucking layers and people who should say don't do that, and then you've got like a lady talking to an orangutan on TV, like on TV, you know, and that meant something. Oh yeah, the House DS game. I do. Again, it's like the fucking like Cool World for Game Boy. You know, I love like just baffling licensed titles, especially for things that just there's no like overlap with like much in the way of people who play games. SBS was great for that. Like just SBS was like a whole, hey, are you foreign? Are you weird? Then we've got you covered. Yeah, I kind of, when talking about things like this, I'm always going to exclude, like at least in terms of discussing the oddity of it, exclude things like DOS or like other microcomputer games where like a person sitting at home could just do a thing. You know, like there's a Neighbors game for like I think the Commodore 64. There's an Allo Allo game for the Amiga. You know, which is deranged. The Allo Allo game was an actual commercially released title though, so that, you know, that's in there. It's always, because one lunatic doing something isn't all that impressive. The impressive thing is like a business got involved and licensing was involved, you know? Like that's fucking weird. Lupus. Alright. Well, that'll do for the day. Apparently the whatever that thing's called, Backlash with the Hell in the Cell will be released on the 30th, so still days away. Though there are a lot of Spice Girls games. Like the kind of general girl game section was always fairly, you know, well populated, if not always well treated. I mean, they really should put a little bit of effort into some of those things. So, we'll have some, when is the 30th, actually? What day is that? Thursday. I mean, look, if it's out on Thursday, I'll do it Thursday. I'll do some wrestling Thursday. Otherwise, the tail end of Umbrella Chronicles on Friday. And I don't know, until then, entertain yourselves.